Hello and welcome to the Maps Arts Devlogs. Today we're gonna be talking about Burnout and this Eros comic that I'm making. You're gonna be seeing me paint it or draw it. It's gonna be some weird blackouts. I don't understand why it's happening. I'm still new to this whole recording devlog stuff. So if you have maybe a better recorder, that would be great. I'm using Bandicam right now, but we're gonna just keep trucking through it. This is kind of like a podcast sort of thing, so it's alright. It doesn't really matter. It's also the third one, which is pretty cool. But we're still learning. We're still getting better at it. And yeah, burnout. Let's talk a little bit about burnout. Right now, I think I'm a little bit burned out, and it mostly stems from perhaps taking on too much work. Not really working too much. It's about taking on too much work. Um, I think I take on too much work because I like what I do, and also because of a socially ingrained idea of lack. Like there's not gonna be more work in the future. I guess not just me, but a lot of artists can feel like when we because we're blessed to do this thing, sit in our homes and make the art. For the people that do freelance work like me, um, I'm sure it can be a little, you can sometimes judge yourself in such a way that you think that that the work you're making is not valuable, or that you're not gonna get other people to buy them, because you think like, oh, if I'm doing this, I should be working out there, sweating under the sun, but I'm here in my house doing my thing in my pajamas. I don't work in my pajamas, but most people do, that do the freelance life, or are starting out with the freelance life. I find that many of them, when we go professional like that, we start acting professional. One of the things I do to feel professional and act professional, because this is a professional job. I do this every day, literally every day, except sometimes I do it on the weekends too, but for the most part just weekdays. But yeah, we want to be professional, so I dress up in the morning and go to my studio, and I make it a point to not be my underwear making art. I try to do it as professional as possible. I put on shoes whenever possible, or like little Crocs and whatever, and I try to look good and professional. So I don't put on a suit, but some nice pants and a nice shirt, and we go in the studio and we go, we get it, we do the work that has to be done. But and sometimes you can take on so much work because you feel like, oh, there's not gonna come. What if week, I don't have people asking me to do things, so I'm not gonna squander it and say no to these people. But sometimes you have to say no, and I think there's like maybe three cases that you should say no to a project. The first case is if you honestly can't take it on. If you have too much going on, and the person's gonna you're gonna like stand them up and not do the drawing when you said you were gonna do it, or deliver late, all those things, you shouldn't take the project on. You're just gonna make them go through a bad experience. They're not gonna hire you again, and they're gonna tell other people that you didn't do the job the way you did, and all of that could have been avoided if you just said, I can't take it right now, I'm too busy. Or at the very least, if you have to take the job, to be honest, like if I'm busy, and I'm busy right now, I'm super busy, right? But I tell all my clients that come in, like, my estimated delivery date is like 2 weeks ahead, and sometimes a month, depends on how much work I have going on. But you can't leave that up in the air, because you want people to trust you, and telling them the truth from the beginning is definitely the way to go, especially when you're handling people's money. Um, then the second case is, if you think that you're not gonna do a good job, then don't take it. You shouldn't be experimenting with things on the job. Um, that's You can do that on your own time or on your own projects. Leave that experimentation to yourself, because again, you're handling people's money, and when you're handling people's money, they're expecting a service that should be top quality. Like nobody, even if they pay if the work is 100 and they paid 10 tape and they paid $10, like they're still expecting $100 job. So you really should not take the job if you can't do it. Just don't lie to yourself. Be honest with your capabilities, and let the job go, and that's okay. So sometimes you're doubting yourself, but you know you can do it, in that case, take the job. Don't squander your own possibilities because you think less of yourself. No, you shouldn't do that. So it's a little balance between those two things, right? Where you take the job if you know you can do it, but you're kind of like scared of it. You take it. You jump. You take a leap of faith and do the best that you can, because at that point, that's all they expecting. But if you know you can't do it, but you still want the money, then don't take it, because you're gonna do a bad job. Sure, they might pay you, but it's gonna be not. It's not gonna be worth it at all. And then the third reason you should say no to a project is if you think the client is a bad fit for you. And listen, sometimes because we live this this attitude of lackness or lacking, we think that, oh, every client is good for me. If they have money, I'm doing it, right? But really, no. There's clients that expect a different style. There's clients that are difficult. There's clients that are mean. There's clients that aren't like not respectful. All those people, tell them no. And if you don't like telling people no because you don't know what's gonna happen in a couple of years or whatever, then don't tell them no. Tell them I'm too busy right now. Because what that tells them is that you're not saying no because you don't want to, even though you don't want to do it, but because you have sort of a reason to say no to. And then it also shows them that you're a professional constantly working. So it's like, okay, he didn't say no now, but maybe in a couple of months I can do it and maybe offer him some more money so he can take that job over other people's jobs. So it's a good idea to keep that in mind. We're almost done with this video. This is a short one because of the little bug there with the uh, video cutting out. I still don't know what it is, but right now I'm working on a character. I'm doing some explorations for a character. It's for a short film. You can see that here. I'm like figuring out one of the characters. That's my dog. If you can hear him in the background, I hope not, because I have like a pretty good gate, like a noise gate on this. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, thanks for watching again. I hope you enjoyed the video, or at least the audio, the things that I have to say. If you have any comments or feedback, leave them down below, good or bad. It helps the algorithm, it helps me, and I'll make it better, because I really want to make sure that this is a cool thing for people to watch, for me to like see back, like a little diary of work, of me actually working. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. Hope you enjoy it, and like, comment, and subscribe. You know what it is. Yeah, peace.